Welcome everyone to a heroic matchup between Deadly Bunnies as the Dwarfs versus Way as the Skaven. This showdown took place on Gorgazan with the Battle of Armor versus Sharpshooters. So here in the front, very well vanguarded are the Dwarfs, trying to immediately put pressure here on the Skaven. They're going to be having 5 units of the Skaven Slaves and 1 of the Skaven Slave Spears, supporting lots of weapon teams. So 3 units of the Warlock Giselles here on the right, and 1 over on the left with the Natty Bobo Sharpshooters. 2 units here of the Slows with the Rattling Guns for those negative 35% speed, also including the Teeth Breakers. In the back, we are going to have the Avalanche Mortars. Some very, very good Death Globadiers here. They do have magic ammunition, but they more than make up for it here with the 404 armor-piercing missile strength. In the back, we are going to have the Lord Choice, which is Ikit Claw here on a Doom Flayer, who does have the Brass Orb, Warp Lightning, and also the Best Defense. In support of the Lord Choice, we are going to have the perfectly named the Dwarf Thing Menace. So the ROR Doom Flares, very good supporting here with the Armor Sundering, Armor Piercing, and Anti-Infantry. Very good here up against all Dwarf Infantry. In the back, the last unit, we are going to have the Vishtrin's Death Squad, the ROR Death Runners. Very good here with their Weeping Blades for the negative 50% armor, the Armor Piercing, and Anti-Infantry. Now, a very nice layered build here from Deadly Bunnies and the Dwarfs. We're going to be seeing 5 units of the Miners and Blasting Charges in the front, getting absolutely destroyed here by these weapon teams. They're also going to be supported by 5 units of the Rangers and 1 of the Bugman Rangers on the left. Flying high in the sky with the 105 speed, we are going to see 3 units of the Gyrocopters with those anti-infantry shots, and 3 units of the Fast Slayers, including here the ROR Dragonback Slayers. We are going to have a generic Lord Choice for the Lord today, who will have his Encourage and no other items, and we are going to have the Rune Smith. Here with 2 runes, one the Rune of Slowness, and the second the Rune of Speed. So without further ado, let's get this match underway. So as we're going to be seeing lots of slows coming in the front here. 28 speed normally for the Miners, going to be going down to 19 speed, a very slow walking speed here indeed. Blasting Charges in the front, going to be absolutely destroying the Skaven Slave Spears. I'm a little bit worried for the Skaven from the rip. We're going to be seeing very few infantry front line, and they're not going to be very elite either. As you can see, Blasting Charges just removing an entire unit of infantry. One of the 6 already down here, and probably out of the game. Negative 23 leadership is massive. So some good micro here from the Gyrocopters in the front. We can see that already they're going to be shutting down some Warlock Giselles. And not too much armor piercing from the Rangers, but they should be able to do some good work. But 70 armor and silver shields here from the Warlock Giselles. They're going to be targeting here up against Bubble Rangers. Already breaking 1, so some really nice work. As we can see, the Avalanche Mortars. I think they're going to be targeting the Rangers here on the right. Looks like that is the case. They've already done some pretty good damage. Just like 1 volley has gone down. Now they're going to be dealing with the infantry. They're going to be going onto the Slayers. Oh my god, so much damage value. And some more brilliant micro here with the Gyrocopters shutting down the Natty Bobo Sharpshooters. Forcing them into melee, stopping them from shooting. So some really nice work there from Deadly Bunnies. As you can see, already broken, it's going to be the Teeth Breakers from the Rattling Guns. They've been broken from the nice fight here from the Rangers. They are going to come back just about. They should be able to get back involved, but this front line is now non-existent from the Skaven. We're going to be seeing on the left-hand side, the Dwarf Thing Menace going to be supported here by Ikit Claw, trying to remove the infantry here from the Miners, but if they do come into any Slayer, they are certainly going to take a truckload of damage. Firing here is going to be the Bugman Rangers. Now, they do have those healings, but the Warlock Giselles can certainly snipe out units at a go. Flying high in the sky, the Gyrocopters, I'd love to see them get involved into that melee combat, shut them down. They do have 100 armor, and there's no way there's enough armor piercing from the Warlock Giselles to take them out in melee. Very good push here from the Slayers. 40 speed, they're going to be coming in the back, shutting down the Warlock Giselles. Some really, really good micro from the Dwarf player. Unfortunately, a little bit still and not quite moving is going to be the Death Squad. I'd really like to see them get involved a little bit earlier. We can see 2 minutes 20 in, and they haven't moved so far. We also have some Skaven Slaves. Need to get these back into the front line and really aid and stop the Dwarfs here from pushing onto the Warlock Giselles. As you can see, dropping here is going to be the Avalanche Mortars. We need to turn and burn here using the Warlock Giselle. Try and see if we can shoot some Slayers, slow them down a little bit, and save these very expensive Avalanche Mortars. On the left, looking very dire here for the Skaven, I must admit. Balance of power is even, but probably solely just because Ikit Claw is so healthy. So, ooh, very nice Warp Lightning going down there. Actually, maybe breaking the Miners here. It looks like it has broken, so it's a very nice work. It looks like the Gyrocopters' Rune of Speed going down, so that increased speed. Putting them up to 153 speed. God damn, those Gyrocopters are looking fast. But very nice work there. They are going to be shooting here. There'll also be some artillery shots. That should be negative 10 leadership here. So some very good stuff. Oh, a brass orb going down up against the Dragonback Slayers. A very good brass orb, as that will be taking up loads of damage here up against the Dragonback Slayers. They do have some good magic resistance, I believe 25% basic there for the Dwarfs, so they are going to negate a lot of that damage. Now, moving back on top of the hill is going to be the Natty Bobo Sharpshooters. This is a good hill to claim here. We can certainly shoot down and snipe on top of these Rangers. Get that advantage here while you can. But as we can see, looking at the Dwarfs as well, the back line with these Rangers certainly taking a pounding. We do see 3 here, very damaged. And on the left, we are going to be having 2, but they are stacked on top of each other. The gyrocopters are still healthy, still mobile, still shooting. That -10 leadership there from artillery shots is going to be very handy, especially when taking out Warlock Giselles. But it looks like they are going to be targeting Ikit Claw. Now, if you do actually have the Brimstone guns, that'd be a lot better. They're anti-large and armor piercing with those fire damage. Whilst these are going to be anti-infantry models. They'll be much better here at shooting up against Warlock Giselles and other infantry. It looks like here, wavering is going to be the Warlock Giselles on the left. That'll be the last of the left-hand side that will be broken here by the Dowie. Some good push on the right-hand side here with the Bubba Rangers, the Rangers, and these minus of blasting charges. But it does look like these Warlock Giselles just about holding on. They might be able to. We need to push the Bugmans through and keep these Rangers shooting. The Bugmans do have regeneration, therefore when they're fighting, they shouldn't take too much damage value. As we can see here, Ikit Claw, Rune of Slowness going down to try and see if we can get the Lord and the Runesmith on to do some good slap. But it looks like that is going to wear off, and he's just going to push straight through. He is so difficult on a Doomflare. Oh my god, just chewing through, going from one side to the other, straight through a unit of Rangers. This guy is so difficult to stop, and look at those animations. You can see just why Dwarfs have such a big problem here with Ikit Claw and Doomflayers. Very nice work indeed. Now in the back, we can see here, we have some Dwarf Thing Menaces. We're going to be down to 2 models here. They're only going to have 862 health left. They are going to be wavering. We do actually have some Slayers on them, and that is so dangerous. They are going to be getting shot here for some Warlock Giselles in the back, but it looks like there's still 2 models, 528 health. They should be able to get out. They're not the Dragonback Slayers, so no slows from them, but they do have 80 speed, so they should be able to get out, but only time will tell. As we can see, the Warlock Giselle are still going to be shooting, but they are just about to be compromised here by some minus of blasting charges. They do have armor-piercing pickaxes, so they should be able to get through the armor here of the weapons teams. Shattering here is going to be the Warlock Giselles on the left. This whole left-hand side has been destroyed by the Skaven. Warlock Giselles are broken here. They will be going off the edge of the map, and hopefully we can do the same here with the blasting charges. Still shooting on the side is going to be the Rangers. Looks like the Slayers have dealt there with the Dwarf Thing Menaces, and eventually moving now at 5 minutes and 40 seconds is going to be the Death Squad. That could be very costly. They're such a good elite unit of infantry. They really needed to be involved in earlier. But as you can see, Ikit Claw is going to be rolling solo here in the middle. He certainly can't really be taking on the Lords and the Runesmith on his own. He'll get punched pretty hard, but what he does need to do is move around here, see if he can just drive through some of these Rangers, shut down some of this backline range, and remove the infantry so we get some Skaven slaves, and hopefully get some support here by the infantry in just a moment. Looking pretty dire here for the Skaven. As you can see, he is going to try and cycle through. Now, he does have some good armor-piercing capabilities. He also has some very nice Warp Lightning spells as well. So hopefully we can get some of those in. Try and shut down this backline range, but I don't think it is going to happen. Some big hits here coming out of the Lord as well. I think he's more than likely going to break here, I think. Looks like, yeah, Rune of Slowness is going to go down. He's going to go down to 47 speed. He'll still be able to get away with that, but whilst he is under attack and we have the charge bonuses here from the Lord and Hero, I don't see him going anywhere, unfortunately. Skaven slaves are going to push him. I think as soon as they touch combat, they will shatter, but only time will tell here. Shooting over in the sky is going to be the Gyrocopters. -10 leadership there from his artillery shots. Should break him. Yes, it looks like we are going to be breaking here from Ikit Claw, and how close the infantry unit is close. The Death Squad should be able to get a nice barrier here between the Lords, Heroes, and the Miners with these blasting charges, and hopefully allow Ikit Claw here to come back. But we do have 105 speed with the Gyrocopters. They're still going to be shooting, so it's going to be very difficult here to try and see if we can flip this round. I think, unfortunately, there's going to be too much infantry left. They are going to be fighting blasting charges still at this stage of the game. Is crazy to think about. We're 7 minutes in and we still have blasting charges here from the Miners. They're going to destroy these elite Death Squad. Only 20 armor from them. Yeah, blasting charges making absolute mincemeat here. It looks like here we are going to get a Warp Lightning down on the Slayers. That's a lovely Warp Lightning, but I think it's just going to be a little bit too late at this point. Looks like we are going to be fighting. They have broken with the Death Squad. Wavering here is going to be Ikit Claw. So close to army losses. Army losses it is! And a brilliant win here from the Dowie. So normally very heavily favoured here for the Skaven, with a ginormous win here for Deadly Bunnies. But really well played away. I think only one thing I could suggest here is probably a little bit of a thicker front line, or at least somebody who can summon a thicker front line. I think some summons here for the front line would have been really nice. Even having Ikit Claw, which is a few abilities, maybe something that doesn't really affect your mana too much, so you can get as much spells as you can for as much infantry summons as possible. But he's certainly good support here alongside the Dwarf Thing Menace. But 127 kills, 1.5k for himself, and the Dwarf Thing Menace getting 418 as well. We've got 89, 155, 122, 58, and 38 for the Skaven Slaves, and for the Spears, 132 as well. 57 kills only at the end. That's some very good work still, showing just how great this unit is. But 568 damage value here from the Death Squad. We've got 422 for the Rattling Guns, and here for the Teeth Breakers, we've got 862 damage value. So here from the Warlock Giselles, 4066, 577 and 844, with the Natty Bobo Sharpshooters with 630. 86 kills, 1.3k here for the Avalanche Mortars. Very nice indeed. Even with that magic ammunition, do not let that throw you off. So much armor piercing, very good here, very good anti-infantry tool. But really well played here to the Downy Main, otherwise known as Deadly Bunnies. He will have 410 damage value for the Lord, 134 here for the Runesmith, with 114, 218, 330, 370, and 330 from the Miners with blasting charges. 101 kills for 540, 104 for 1020, and 138 for 1970 from the Slayers. That's how you can really truly tell a Dwarf main. We can see 803, 71, and 580 for the Gyrocopters. And here for the Rangers, 530, 511, 1042, 242, and 450 from the Rangers. And for the Bugman Rangers with that regen, 555. So what a brilliant game here, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below about what you thought as well. And if you are new here, maybe think about subscribing as well. If you are also new, go down in the description. You can find all links to all of my other social medias, and also you can join my Discord. That's the most important thing, where you can be seeing leagues, tournaments. We're going to be having all of my single player content, multiplayer content, and also you can leave your videos just like this on Replays for Casting, where I'll check all of the videos out, and maybe you'll see your video up here as well as you've seen this one. But other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.